Hello, my name is Dee and welcome to Books and Quirks. Today I'm going to be doing a book review, and that book is Me Before You by JoJo Moyes. This book is just so wonderful. I hope that, you all give it a shot. I think anybody, no matter what age, can enjoy this book. It is a very serious book. It's very thought-provoking. It's definitely not chick lit. I do want to say that up front. It's not light and fluffy like chick lit often is. It's just a very heartwarming and heart-wrenching story. So this story follows Lou. Her full name is Louisa, but everyone calls her Lou. And she lives in this suburb outside of London. And she's sort of, stuck in her life. She has this routine. She lives in the house with her family. And she's just, likes her life in this routine every single day. She knows, exactly how many steps it takes to get to work. And she works in this cafe that she's worked in for a number of years. And she has this life that just is very monotonous and very much a routine, and she doesn't really have much else going on. And through a series of events, she needs to look for another job, and she finds a job as a carer for Will Traynor. Will Traynor is a young man in his 20s as well. Louisa is 27. He's also fairly young. I think he's 30 or so. And he is a quadriplegic. He wasn't always a quadriplegic. He's only been recently, the last couple of years, a quadriplegic due to an accident. And they need a caregiver for him. A quadriplegic, as you know, he doesn't really have any movement in any part of his body except his head. He has a little bit of movement in his hands, but not enough to, feed himself or get dressed or do anything other than sort of maneuver his chair around. And she goes to work for this family. She goes to work for Will, and slowly they begin to affect each other's lives in a way that she finds ways to make his life once again happy and worth living. I really can't say much more than that without spoiling. I mean, everything that I said is basically on the back of the book, but I just want to say how beautiful this book is. JoJo Moyes is such a great writer, and she writes in a way that makes the characters very relatable. I loved Louisa from the get-go. She's so funny and witty and just clever and bubbly. And I just loved her. I loved her character, and I just loved reading from her point of view. And Will as well. Will is a character, and as you can imagine, if you're confined to a wheelchair, when you're used to being very energetic, when you're used to being, sort of an adventurer, he loved bungee jumping and rock climbing and all these, huge things. He's very bitter, and he's very sad, and he's just lost the will to live. And they sort of change each other's lives for the better. But I would, definitely read this novel with a box of tissues. It's really just very heart-wrenching and sad and happy and all of that all at the same time. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I just thought it was amazing, and it's something that I will reread in the future. This is the UK cover. I got it off of Book Depository, but you've probably seen the red cover. I started reading this actually a couple of weeks ago. I started listening to it on audio, but I wasn't really connecting to the narrator as much, so I decided to get the physical copy. And I actually listened to half of it on audio, and then I read the other half of the book. But, definitely give this a shot. I think that it's just so beautiful, and this is a book that I will remember for years to come. It will just stay with me because it's just that beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video to tell you about this book because I just thought it was so wonderful, and it's something that everyone should definitely try, especially if you plan on going to see the movie that's out right now. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!